In the space of a couple of days, the new man in charge of African football, Ahmed, has achieved more than throughout the entire 29-year reign of his predecessor, Issa Hayatou. Well, that is the opinion of football journalist Velile Mbuli, who believes the changes have been long overdue and have come at the right time for the beautiful game on the continent.
Making sure that everything is decided within 3 or 4 days. Yes, this is something that is unheard of in Africa. Sometimes we'll say our football leaders, they take time, but this is something that only took 3 days, and African football has been changed.
The change in date will mean African players enjoy more global exposure, and instead of competing with the big leagues like the Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A and La Liga, they get to showcase their skills guilt-free. That in turn will ensure CAF maximizes the revenue from television rights and feeds that money back into the federations.
So it means that all the eyeballs around the world will be focused on Africa, and Africa bringing all its superstars, all the superstars. Not a situation where Cameroon couldn't get its 8 top players, not a situation where some players have to beg to be in this AFCON. So it means that whatever money CAF was making in January could now be tripled, or even more than that.
Speculation is rife that with the demands of an expanded tournament, the 2010 World Cup hosts would be the ideal location. Capable of handling the rigors of a 24-team event, there's also talk of countries co-hosting, but for South Africa's national senior men's coach Stuart Baxter, he would welcome the return of the tournament the nation hosted in 2013 and won 22 years ago.
When you're the host nation, you get an automatic entrance, and that in itself gives a lot of international experience to players. You know, we can think AFCON, we can think World Cup, valuable experience for the players that are representing the country at that time. So I wouldn't have anything against it being in South Africa.
The prospect of South Africa hosting the expanded Africa Cup of Nations in future is a real one. The country is probably one of the only on the continent that has a proven track record of hosting global events successfully. The '95 Rugby World Cup, 2003 Cricket World Cup, and the biggest event of them all, the 2010 FIFA Football World Cup. Sias, Plessis, CGTN, Johannesburg.